Okay, so some stocks we looked at yesterday and the ones I had posted on the weekly chart that I said we need to look at, like MDB, ZS, Alta. I even saw Snow. They started having some movement yesterday, but still there wasn't enough volume. Just like I had suspected, if you're going to have the same thing that happened last year, then we might have some consolidation before we get some decision. SPY broke the 4.5 is a strong resistance. Either somebody was buying or somebody was selling at that level. It just took almost a whole day just to break that level. And then QQQ broke 410 to 411. So they barely made any big range. They were bullish. It took a whole day. Nothing that we didn't expect. Later, when I was reading your comments, I was laughing. Shiba was telling Leroy, today there's no volume. Are you just stuck looking at the screen? It can be so frustrating. I know people are used to those movements, but it's the holidays. We don't get the same amount of volume to push stocks to run up. So gauge expectations. Yesterday we had to spend our Christmas was yesterday with my stepkids. So that's why I was MIA the whole of yesterday. But let's see how the volume picks up today. I don't know if anyone who looked at volume. But I'm going to look at a few stocks. We have stocks. I mean, so many stocks are supposed to be lottos for the fact that they were either bullish and then they are consolidating or they've pulled back. Now, SMCI, we know it retested and broke 317. So this was we still have 356 from way back in August. So this was a lower high, 317. And then it broke this to go to 320, almost 330 in last week, Monday. Now, it looks like it wants to come down. It consolidated for 2 days. So this didn't give us 6 days of pullback. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth candle is an inside bar. So we didn't get the 6 days of pullback, which is what we anticipate when a stock is pulling back. So this, it only gave us 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 higher highs and an inside bar. And then we had another 2 inside bars in decision, and then it broke support. Okay, so you'd have expected yesterday, if we are breaking the previous lower high level, which was 299 or 300, then it means we're supposed to get a bearish continuation with the next candle. But what happened yesterday? We got an inside bar. Okay, so we are looking at it because we didn't get the full 6 days here. That's a sign of weakness. The pullback didn't last 6 days, and then it's going down. So if we go by this, it means we might get a bearish continuation, and it means we're going to break this 250, which was the previous support. Now, if either that's the first scenario, we got our first lower low, then we can get a second, third, 3 lower lows. If it's refusing to go lower, then it means it wants to go back up. Okay, so it's either we're going to get 3 lower lows up to 6. If it goes beyond 6, then this is no longer just a pullback. It's going to be a bearish continuation to break this level. If it rejects this support, this 283 from Friday, So this Friday, when it dropped to 285, if it rejects going below 285, then it means we are looking at it going back up. Okay, so we had 327. It broke 317, and then we had it just have a strong, this is a deep pullback from 327. That's 27 plus 15, that is 42 points. So it lost 42 points with this move down. And then now we want to look at it. For us to have a change of character, then it means it has to break above 310. If it breaks above 310, we're looking at it going back to retest 327. Or if it creates another lower high, any level below 310, or it can go to 310, but any level below 327 is still going to be considered a lower high, and we're going to look at a bearish continuation to break this level. Okay. So SMCI, it's been moving better. Sometimes it moves better than the other semiconductors. On Friday, it was actually doing really well with puts. I told Leroy last week when we were doing, wanted him to make 5K. I was like, I gave him SMCI. I was like, look at SMCI this week. And I told him by this Monday, he would have made maybe half of the goal, and then playing it going down, you'd have just one stock would have made you that 5K. Because it was meant to move well the past week. So now we want to see if it doesn't go back up to this level, then you're getting puts. And the puts, we're going to retest and break this level. Okay. So we have SMCI has a 1, 2, 3 bullish pullback. So if it rejects creating the 3 lower lows, then it means it wants to go back up. If you guys remember the 1, 2, 3 pullback strategy, this was a double bottom, the first lower low, then an inside bar. So we know every time a stock is dropping and then creates an inside bar, something is about to happen the next day. So we are either going to continue down to break the 285, or it's going to go back up, and we're looking at it going to 327. So please have these in your top watch this week. Okay. The other one is Netflix. I gave the levels in the day trade. It was really struggling yesterday. And we have 3 indecision bars. So Netflix is it's not like a Tesla. You never see Netflix indecision for days, like some stocks. Netflix makes up its mind very quickly. I think apart from here, when this was post here in May, we had this consolidation, then it went up. But Netflix, if you go back, it doesn't give you those. It's just 3 days and it's up. It's like, I'm done. I've made up my mind. I want to go up or I want to go down. Every time you see when it hits a peak, it just takes a few days, 3 days, and then it makes up its mind. Here, 3 days makes up its mind. 3 days makes up its mind. Here, the 3 days made up its mind. So now we have it here at the top. We broke 500 to 5. Do we go above 500? So we hit 500. So nice to see Netflix at these levels. It's been so long. We still have a lot of room. Lots of room. We have about 200 points to get to the all-time high, 700, which was in 2021, when all of us were chilling were forced to chill at home because of COVID. So we still have room to go up. So it's been since 162, just go up, consolidation, go up, pullback, consolidation, go up. This is the weekly chart. So here we have we had this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we had an inside bar and an inside bar, the weekly chart. And then we started going up. So now we have an inside bar on the weekly this week. This is a weekly chart. This is one candle. So the week is still to end. So the same thing as SMCI. It's supposed to create 3 lower lows. So we had this move up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It wasn't just creating higher highs. It was going up inside bar, going up 2 inside bars, going up. Then we had here 3 higher highs, and now we have consolidation at the top. So it's been strong since it reported earnings here in October. We had this run going on, if we count, I know it's over 19 days. Then we had this consolidation for 3 days, 4 days, and then we pulled back, shallow pullback. It didn't last 6 days. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4. And this one was a lower low. Then we started going up. So it's been strong. This has been a strong trend. So we want to see what Netflix, it's not, Netflix makes up its mind real quick. So we want to see what it does here. If you go back, like I've shown, it just takes 3 to 4 days and then it's made up its mind. So now it's also in the 1, 2, 3 pullback. Either some of these stocks can reject. It's not a must that it creates the 3 lower lows. We've seen some stocks, they're supposed to create 3 lower lows and then they say, I want to go back up. So we're looking at it, whether it will go up to break this 500 or it will create those 3 lower lows. I've given the levels. Okay. So this, just note, Netflix is not like some other stocks that take over 1 month deciding where they want to go. Netflix, real quick, just 3 days and then it's done. Anytime you see it hitting the peak or when it hits a bottom, it does it just only this time that it took its time. But Netflix, real quick. So put Netflix there on top of your list. These retail stocks. Okay. Retail. So HD, also the same thing. HD, I know it's not been doing, when you go back to when HD was going up, went all the way to 420. It used to be a very good stock to trade. It would make those some big ranges here and there, but since it dropped all the way to this, it's just very slow. It's not in the same pace. If you see, this is the weekly chart. It was just going up from 140 in 2020. And when all of us were doing DIYs at home during COVID, it just kept going on and on to 420. But so here we rejected 246. We created a high low. Then we went up, lower high, another higher low. And then we rejected this level. And then we had this pullback. So the same way you're counting candles, even on the weekly chart, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this was 6 weeks of pullback. And then now it's going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it has on the weekly, you have an inside buy. It's just today is Wednesday. So we want to see if it makes up its mind, if it wants to go to 327, which was last week low, or this 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 355 to break the high of last week to go higher. I'll go on the daily chart. Okay. So I know it's low. When you look at these candles, they're very dwarfy, but it's been bullish. So we are having like a calm after a storm. It's been bullish all this number of days. Then we have indecision. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So today is day 6. We want to see what it does. It's supposed to create those 3 lower lows, but if it can consider this as its pullback and then decide, I want to go back up to break this 355 and go higher. But I don't know if anyone has looked at the weekly CPR. Some of the stocks have not made. Oh, this one did. So this had a narrow monthly CPR. This was in November. Where's December? This November. Oh, December, it had a narrow monthly CPR. It opened above R1. Now you see the move. The whole of December, it's been trending up. You can see it better in 4 hour. So these narrow CPR levels for the month are the best. If your stock is opening above R1, then it means it's bullish, is going up, went to R2, R3 broke it. So now we are here. So we've had those 3, 6, 5 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days where we're having no action. Okay, so we want to see what it decides after this. We had this run. So what does it want? Does it want, will this be considered 3 lower lows? Say, I did my pullback, I want to go back up. Or will it create those 3 lower lows for a pullback? So HD is there. 1, 2, 3 pullback. So this one is a pullback continuation. All the stocks I've mentioned, SMCI, Netflix, and HD. So it's supposed to be pullback continuation. But if it breaks support or creates more than 3 lower lows, then it's no longer pullback. It can go to 6 days, or it can be like 50%. So you get 50% retracement from here to here. Okay. Another one is RH. And I've put RH in it. It's also in that lotto list. Okay. So we had these post ER. We had this, this stock has been bearish since it hit 406 here. That was in August. Then the entire time lost over almost 200 points of it, from 406 to 207, almost 200 points. And then it started going up pre-ER, and then it pulled back post-ER and created a higher low. I know some people like Chep got this move. So now this was still a lower high. Okay, this is the previous lower high level, 387. So this was 323. It still didn't go back to this level. So we still consider it a lower high. And this move did not last even. So this was didn't even create 3 higher highs. We had the first one, the second one, and then an inside bar. And it's now been consolidating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we want to see where does it go. So if it's going down, you're expecting 3 lower lows. So a stock will go down, create the first lower low, pull back, create a lower high, break the first lower low to create the second lower low, pull back. For those people who don't understand the 1, 2, 3 pullback strategy. So it must be a stock that has been going up to have a 1, 2, 3 bullish pullback. It means it was a bullish trend, and now we're getting a bearish pullback. if it rejects these previous higher low levels, these previous support levels, then it wants to go up. And sometimes it can think, okay, I've created the first, this year we have like almost a double bottom. Okay, so it can reject pulling back and decide I want to go up. Okay, so we have SMCI, Netflix, HD, RH, and this one I know, if I'm seeing PayX here, I should also look at EXP. Okay, so this one has already, oh, it reported earnings last week. Some of these stocks are really good for gamble, and I always forget some of them. So it was bullish from 106, went to 129. So this is a good one because you already have a drop. It has pulled back, and it has a double bottom here, 118, and then has an inside bar and a higher low. Okay. So we had these earnings, 129, came to 117. Okay. Then yesterday, it created a higher low. So it's either today, this is what we have, a stock that creates a range, and then an inside bar, constriction. It's either going to continue down to give us a second. This is a double bottom. So it's either going to break this to go lower, or it will say, I'm done. I want to go back up. So you can say, this is it. I gave you this pullback. That's for 129.17, over 10 points. And it says I want to go back up. So look at PayX. Then, I've been patient with this stock. Before they did a split. I don't know. I've never seen a stock, only penny stocks, they do a reverse split. These big stocks, they never do reverse split. This used to be one of the best stocks to trade, together with NVIDIA before the split, but NVIDIA is doing well. This one has never just, it's not the same. It's not the same. Not the same stock, together with the Amazon. So 114, 39, 76, a higher low, 91, broke this, still a lower high, and there's a higher low here. So this is the weekly. We want to see if it can go back to 91, but it also has a 1, 2, 3 pullback. So we already have some 2 lower lows. Okay, so we have 60 here, post ER. It's not given us a very good uptrend. So we had this move, then some pullback, then, so we need to break this on 80. This was a lower high. So it already has barely breaking this 72, 72. So it has 2 lower lows. So we want to see if it will go and make 3 lower lows today, the third one. Or it can say 2 lower lows and an inside bar, then it goes back up. It depends with what this, some stocks just continue down and then break this level from where it is now and says, okay, bearish continuation, goes below 60, or some stocks can reject going this lower level and decide to go back up. So this strategy is usually either one or the other. Okay, so TTD. Then Crocs. This one has already given us those lower lows. So we have one. So an example of like those stocks that created the first lower low, then an inside bar. So the next day is important because it's either going to go back up or it will create another lower low. So it did here. Then another inside bar, not decided. Then the next day important, it broke to create another lower low and then another lower low. So this was already created three lower lows. So it's important to see when you go to a lower time frame, so this it filled a gap from 77, went all the way non-stop to 107. Okay, then pulled back, shallow pullback, and then 110. So now it means it can either go back up because it's already done those more than 3 lower lows. So does it want to go back to 110? Or this is the previous 91. If it breaks 91, we're looking at this 86.77. So we are looking at Crocs, not those levels. 90, 91, this previous support here, 91. Then this one here, 86, then 77. But if it wants to go high, it has to go back to 107, 110, but it needs to be above 100. So it's at 96. So it needs to, either it's going to continue up because it's already done the 3 lower lows. So does it continue up or are we going to have a bearish continuation? Okay, so it's not giving us clear bottoms, but if you count, we've been bearish. This was the first candle to break this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 days. So we want to see what happens today. It can say, okay, I'm done pulling back. I want to go back up, or it can have a bearish continuation. The last one is a so this one, yeah, it went back to be a penny stock. It never gets a break. Lots of room. I talked about this yesterday. I remember I was saying Tosh made a lot of money from Piton. So 171 to 4 something, a penny stock. So there's lots of room. Even if it wants to go back to 17, there's lots of room. But I don't know if it's hi. So it reported earnings here. We didn't have much movement. So this is still considered post-yard, had a double bottom here. So wanna see, it's been making indecision candles 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6 days. This was an inside bar. So this number of indecision. Okay. So those are the ones we're looking at for creating 3 lower lows. Or they can decide, I'm done. I want to go back up. So we have a good number of good stocks in that list. Okay. And then then we have Oracle. So it reported earnings. We know it was bullish, pre-ER. We had consolidation, then it started going down, then shallow pullback 2 days in, continued down. 1, 2, an inside bar, had a double bottom, it's going back up. So it is supposed to create for the pullback because it was bearish. It's been bearish. 127 double bottom, 117 lower high. So it's been bearish since June ER. Then this had a double top September. And then now we had here bearish. It broke this support 99, barely breaking it. Or is this a double bottom? It's triple bottom. So we want to see 3 higher highs. We still don't have a clear 3 for the pullback. So this is the opposite. The other one, those stocks were bullish and they're having a bearish pullback. But this, they are bearish and they're having a bullish pullback. So it's not been breaking this level for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. It's not breaking this level. Okay. We go to 4 hour. Probably squeezing. Yeah, it is squeezing. So this was when it reported earnings dropped to 99. So we're looking at it, it's still a post-ER. It hasn't moved much. So it's either goes back to 116 or goes to break this level. So it's supposed to create very clear 3 higher highs. We still don't have that on the daily. These lines I must have drawn long time ago. Okay. 93, 92, 89. Okay. So it is bearish. It had a reversal here when it hit 127. Actually, it's not even, this is just the nearest. These are the stocks we are beaten down. Oh, I'm thinking of not Oracle. What am I confusing this with? Oracle has been bullish. This is the all-time high. What am I confusing Oracle with? Oracle with what? I don't know. But this is the all-time high. So we have an assumed bearish reversal because it hit 127, then broke the previous lower high level, 99, pullback, 117. 117, it was a lower high. So now we want to see what it wants to do post-ER. We still don't have a clear direction. So this can be an ER to ER move. When it makes up its mind, it wants to go up or it want to have the bearish continuation. So it has to create 3 higher highs. We still don't have a clear higher high. So we're looking at it to break this level. We've had day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just hitting this top, not breaking it. So it either has to continue up to give us 3 clear higher highs, or this is it. We're going to have a bearish continuation. Okay. So that's for those stocks with that strategy. I don't have well, I have a C. I'm squeezing. Okay. So we had like a triple bottom here. So 35, 35, 35. So it had a triple bottom. Then we got this move. Still hasn't retested 40. See it 39, that was on Friday. It came from pre-ER, sorry, it had a double top here for earnings and then dropped. So we are looking at it if it wants to go back to 47, but it needs to be above 40. So it's supposed to create 3 higher highs. But if it rejects creating those 3 higher highs, then we're anticipating a bearish continuation. So we have this, we already have the first higher high, the second, and then an inside bar. So if you guys remember, you're either creating 2 higher highs and an inside bar, and then you have bearish continuation, or you're creating 3 higher highs. If it doesn't go to 47, you're getting puts. If it goes to 47, then you're no longer looking at bearish continuation, you're looking at it going back up. And we are having a squeeze on the daily. So you're looking at these levels, 47, and then the 35 here that we hit here. I know it went lower, 34, last ER, barely, just rejected it by a dollar this time. Okay. So these are some of those tech stocks that were just, I think I'm confusing Oracle and these ones. So from 374, when it's at 34. So on the weekly, it's squeezing. This has been squeezing. No major move, then still squeezing. Something is going to happen. This is the weekly. So you have a squeeze on the daily and you have a squeeze on the weekly. They can take it to 0. I don't know. But look at it. Okay. So those are the stocks under 1, 2, 3 pullback, bullish and bearish. So this SE and Oracle are supposed to create 3 higher highs. If they reject the previous lower high level, you're looking at puts. If they break, you're no longer looking at it, continue down, it's reversing, it wants to go back up. The same thing for Oracle. Oracle had a bearish reversal, 127, 127, lower high, 117. So it creates these 3 higher highs. If it doesn't go to 117, puts, bearish continuation. If it breaks on its 17, we're going back up. So these two are the opposite of the other ones. Okay. Then the last two, SPY. So we still have SPY yet to retest 479. I don't know what's happening. So the Feds are not talking today. It might give us what I said last week. I said if we don't have the Feds talking or we get these, I don't know if anyone has looked at volume. Of course, the volume yesterday was lower. If we are getting another consolidation like we had seen yesterday, this so we have still not some good candles. I mean, we had this move down here, but all these are indecision candles, as much as we are breaking this previous high level. But we need someone making a decision. We have here 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 days of indecision. This can go on to 6, sometimes 9. If it can go on the whole of this week, then it means some big move is coming beginning of the year. We're either going to have a bullish continuation or a pullback. Okay. So the candles are not making very big ranges like we were before. So something, when you see that, it means either the bullish trend is weakening or some move is coming. Okay, so volume reduced yesterday, 3rd straight day, yes. So that's what we want. We want that volume to keep reducing. So you're still looking at SPY. Thank you, Don. You're looking at SPY every day because the volume is reducing and the price is going up. So it's not correlating. It needs to be. So I don't know if this was a whole day trending up yesterday. It was somehow, because we closed high. We opened at 473, 474, and we went to 476. So we were trending up the whole day, but the price was going up and the volume is going down. They're not going the same way. It needs to be price is going up and volume is going up. So it means we're still looking at it today. You're having a squeeze here on 15 minutes. So we're still looking at it today until we get a whole day move. Okay, so if you look at many stocks yesterday, if the stock was trending up and the volume is not going the same direction, then it means you're still looking at that stock today until we get a whole day move. So it means there's a day coming, we're either going to pull back the whole day, but the end result is a bullish move. That's why I'm saying I'm still hopeful for a bullish January. So this is what we're still, any stock, Don, what about QQQ? Any stock that is trending up and the volume is going down, we are looking at either a whole day pullback or a whole day continuing up. You track the volume until we get that move. Don't check the same. So the same thing for QQQ. So it means some move is coming for these stocks. NVIDIA, semiconductors, EVGO, and all that. Okay. Now, we're still looking at the volume. So check for me the volume for MSTR before I forget to talk about it. I think this should.
Okay, so Virginia, for MSTR, I see volume on the 21st was 715 million, and then it increased on the 22nd to 1.25.
Yeah.
And then yesterday it was 1.2.
Okay.
So it reduced slightly yesterday.
It went down?
Yes, it reduced yesterday.
Okay. So MSTR is supposed to create 2 inside bars. We only have 1. Okay. Now, MSTR and coin, any stock that you see, so we broke the rule here, it pulled back, then it went up, lower, high, not deciding, and then finally we broke this level to go higher. So it's supposed to create 2 inside bars. Okay, then after we have 1 inside bar. So if we go by that, if we get another inside bar today, we are supposed to get a bullish continuation. I don't know if coin has the same thing. Yeah, barely, but it's an inside bar. So we're supposed to get 2 inside bars. Okay. So if that's what we get, if it has a squeeze. So we don't have a squeeze. So meaning when you have an inside bar, it means that stock, you're not getting a range. It's not ranging, it's just constricting. So this is so here it went from creating these big ranges, 167, 179. So here it wasn't a very big inside bar. It was almost like this is a 167, this is 169. So it's like 10 points. 178, so almost, it's not as clear as MSTR, but we are supposed to get the same 2 days of 2 inside bars. Okay, so 2 inside bars, and then we get a breakout, hopefully. So we're looking for it. The good thing with these stocks, even when they're creating inside bars, they can give you a good range. So the inside bar can go either direction. Like here, it pulled back, it came down to 169. So it's still above 167. So another inside bar, it can do the same. They become the range becomes smaller and so smaller. So if we don't get another move today, a major move, then it means you're looking at it tomorrow is Thursday. Okay. So if you coin almost gave us like a double bottom, a high low and a double top. MSTR gave us a good inside bar. Okay. So you see, we had this range and then this constriction. So here it went from 578 to 622. That's about 44 points. And then yesterday, you can see the range, 596, and then 615. That is like 18 points. So from 44 points to 18 points, it is constricting. Okay, so we want that constriction. If we can get another constriction here, it will be even better for the move. But sometimes these stocks can decide, Virginia, I'm only giving you one inside bar. I want to go up. So look at it. This constriction, when you have a stock making a range and then you have an inside bar, something has to happen. So we're looking at it. It's supposed to make two inside bars, but it can say, okay, I'm making only one, then I'm going up. So we are looking at it today. If we get an inside bar today, another inside bar, it's another constriction. It means we might get some move Thursday, Friday. Okay. Okay. So still look at MDB. I told you guys the levels, if you had calls, hold to, was supposed to go retest 427. I know some people will still want to secure some profit here. We are very greedy people. Okay, and Mr. Zubaka sold some more shares. So this is supposed to go to 426. So look at it. This 425, the previous high level, and go higher. But I know we might get some people selling at this price. So look at it today. If you got in yesterday and left around and still holding, look at it today. Meta, this guy is selling big time. Edith, what do you want me to call him? I just call him Zubaka. He's selling big time. Right, make a look at it. Yeah, ENPH, I've put ENPH, FSLR, they're supposed to be lotos at some point. So this guy is really selling. And you see we're having, this is what? 1 hour. It's squeezing. He's really selling. Now, this is the thing. Don't always expect when these guys are selling that the stock will automatically just drop. In a market, you have a buyer and a seller. So these guys can be selling. There's somebody buying. So when somebody is buying, it means this stock can continue going up, or they can sell and then the stock drops. So it can be both ways. Don't just look at it if somebody is selling. He sold a lot of shares yesterday. Okay. Now, the reason why you want to love Meta is because we broke rule here, then it came back inside. So when it's inside, it's safe because it can go again to break a rule or it can pull back. So we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So yesterday was 15 and this was an inside bar, barely an inside bar, barely. So we have like a triple top. So when you're seeing 3 days, this guy has just been selling here, selling. So we need to break this 350, the level. See, he's just selling at this level, 356, 357, 356. So he's busy selling. But in the market, we have buyers and sellers. So it can be either it will go up or it will pull back. So look at it. It's just making millions. And you guys we're still watching every day. And it's not breaking this wall. So now we already have 3. So here, here, and here. So we're looking at it, what happens today, if it will shoot up or we're going to have a pullback. So look at the volume for this meta. ENPH, FSLR, SEBG, ENPH broke our 132 and it's even going higher. So yesterday it rejected 140. So we know what is so this one, it broke 132. It is supposed to be a continuation. The strategy I gave you guys for this stock going back to this level, it means supposed to, after breaking this level, the minute it retested, pullback continuation. So you see a stock hit a key level, pull back, and then continue. So this is still safe. Look at it, barely breaking rules. So we broke rules here, then we had that pullback, and then now this is safe. We can look at it because it can decide to continue up, break a rule, or it can pull back. So we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Day 9 here. So let's see which is the next level. I didn't give you guys the next level. So it had this gap, but we have 155. So this is the next level for us, 155, 152, 155. So when it breaks this level, it's going to 187, 192. So ENPH, they're still bullish. We still haven't even done 50%. So we still have room. And this is good. We wanted to now go break the rule or walk. So FSLR, ENPH, the same sector, SETG, the same sector, the same thing. Okay. So here we love this because when it breaks a rule, is going, then we had these 2 days double top, then we broke it. So now we still have room to go break the rule. So we still have room to go to 179, 184, or we can pull back to 160. Okay. So these stocks I told you guys, every pullback, buy, every pullback, buy, every pullback, buy. The same thing with Meta, the same thing with BA. Every pullback, buy. They still have room to go on. Okay. Oh, BA is beautiful. So now it's consolidating. And you see here, when you see it not breaking a rule, it has room. You'll just wake up and BA has just whoosh, gone up. So we are looking at 274, 278. Or we can have a pullback to 246. So BA is stubborn. Ugh. But when it's moving to the next level, I know the next level is 270. What is it? $278. Okay. So that's the next level, 278. Okay. So it's at 262. So still have room if he wants to go back to this. So we love daily charts looking like this. When it's breaking rules, that's dangerous. But we want it when it's walking, or now it's consolidating, so it makes up its mind. It wants to go higher or go pull back. That's it for me. Thank you for waiting on me. Marie is still not well. She's doing things mothers don't like. Okay. But we still gauge your expectation. We're still anticipating the volume not to be that much. So we can be patient. Don't get into plays optimistically. Just wait, we'll get direction. We've seen these moves and then we get a direction. We just need one candle to give us a direction. FedEx post here, it needs to break 255. If it breaks that 255, can feel a gap to go. It has no break. It just went all the way to 275. Okay, so this is post here. Still look at it. Okay, so we want it to break 255. Any questions? So if no questions, today is Tech Wednesday, so snow, crowd, PanW. Oh, nothing. How many? These stocks that are still away from the band, they still have room. So it needs to stay above 293. Then it can go to 312, 316 if it breaks this. So far we had 2 lower lows and an inside bar. So this is what I'm looking for. A stock to give us 2, 3 inside bars. Then a move is coming. So this one has 2 inside bars. I don't know which strategy I had here. I just remembered PanW. So look at these tech stocks. So this one is good because it's either 312 or below 293. It is going to this. Yeah, we still can retest this level. I don't know which strategy I had it on, but it can be all the stocks I've listed. They're supposed to be lottos. If you look, it's the same scenario. They're either consolidating or they're just in there. They don't know what they want. Okay. So thank you guys. It's just what today is Wednesday. 2 more days, and then we get some direction by beginning of the year. We'll get that move. I'm still hopeful for bullish continuation into January. Yes, just because by history we usually bullish November, December, January. Okay. At February, and then when these political things start, I don't know how it's gonna be. We'll see. Okay. Don is driving. Dell, can you sign us off?
Sure, let's make this money, guys.
Let's make this money. Thank you.
All right, take care.
Thank you.